Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Unless we are fully convinced, although there is no experience, that this world begins only after our body identification, we have to be fully convinced of this fact. Maybe we don't have experience at this stage, never mind, but we have to be convinced. Then only we can really take the right direction unto the truth. Therefore, again and again we have to contemplate on this again. How do we do this? Whenever we get disturbed, whenever we have problems, immediately discover that this problem is for somebody. There has to be somebody who has a problem. And if somebody is born only after body identification is taken as real. And therefore, when you are practicing whether karma or yoga or devotion or knowledge, all of them must be aimed at attainment of freedom from body identification. This is the principle. Now, where we go wrong, where we do not practice it properly, number one, our individuality is very strong. And this strong individuality is only because we have taken ourselves to be the body. And therefore a sense of otherness. Wherever there is a sense of otherness with things, the desire, anger, greed happens. When the sense of otherness is taken with beings, then desire, anger, obsession and fear happens. So, to practice this, then we are someone other than the body, we have to keep an eye on our mind. Are we carrying the burden of any desires? Are we obsessed with things? Are we ready to change ourselves? Are we imposing ourselves on others? Are we getting involved in the lives of others? All these factors we have to consciously be aware of. If this is not happening, and we may do anything, it is not going to help us anywhere. Therefore, meditation begins when we start leading the life of awareness. And this is what Patanjali Maharshi tells in his Ashtanga Yoga. First, he has told the first limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. Yoga is the body and 8 are the limbs. Like we have got the body and we have got 4 limbs, hands and legs. In the same manner, for the body of yoga, there are 8 limbs. So when the hand is cut, the body is not cut. When the leg is cut, the body is not cut. But then their body will not remain perfect, because the perfection of the body is because of these limbs. If this is clear, exactly the same way, the 8 limbs which are indicated by Patanjali, they are yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. 8 of them. Normally what we do, or most of the students do, who are practicing yoga, they bypass the yama and the niyama. And for them, yoga is only twisting the body. And therefore, their yoga becomes lame, because out of the 8 limbs, only 1 limb is taken care of. The 7 limbs are not taken care of. You can imagine, like a person who has got 4 limbs, 2 legs, 2 hands, and if 1 leg and 2 hands are chopped off, what will be his condition? Exactly the same way. This is what happens when we are trying to practice meditation or lead the life of meditation. Therefore, the first limb indicated by Patanjali is Yama Sadhana. And this Yama Sadhana we have to practice 24/7. See? And in Yama Sadhana there are 5 things told. See? Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya. 5 of them. First is Ahimsa. Normally by himsa or killing, we imagine only destruction of somebody's body or hurting somebody. No, that is not enough. That is a very gross one. The real himsa is when we are imposing ourselves on others. That is real himsa. Like the mother-in-law imposing on the daughter-in-law, himsa. The daughter-in-law is making mother-in-law miserable, himsa. This happens because of strong personalities. Therefore, ahimsa, kaya, vacha and manasa, all the 3 ways. And this can happen only by one simple technique. Where we are not required, we should not be present. Where our views are not asked, we need not give our opinions. We need not take decision for others. I am telling this only because in most of the houses, this is the biggest problem. There is no other problem. The youngsters tell, Swami, what to do with this mummy? She says, okay, she is good, everything is, but she gets involved everywhere in our life. See, they are true. That is himsa. For that, follow the instruction given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in the path of devotion. Yasman no dvijate lokaha, lokan no dvijate chayaha. He who, because of whom people are not disgusted. Bhago, Vedanti aa raha hai. No. Our presence, when it is accepted, then should be present. In Ramcharitmanas, one story comes. Daksha was conducting a yajna, big one. And all gods were invited. And all gods were going for their yajna in their helicopters. And Lord Shiva was not invited. So, Sati, Bhagwan Shiva's wife, Sati, she said, see, where are all these people going? She asked. Oh, so it is my father's house. Very good. And then she told Shiva, let us go there. So Bhagwan Shiva says, look here, where we are not required, we should not go. But do you require an invitation to your own house? Be attentive. Many a times we take things for granted in life. We should not take one single step in life for granted. No, 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 I want to go. Obsession, himsa. And then Lord Shiva doesn't talk. So when Lord Shiva doesn't talk, does he mean that he is hating Sati? No. Then he has given up. There is no point hitting the head against the wall. The wall will not break. Our head will break. So he has just given up. And then this obsessed lady, Sati, she goes there and destroys herself. Therefore, ahimsa is this. Yasmano dvijate lokaha, lokano dvijate jayaha. Our presence doesn't make others miserable, nor we get disturbed by others. Two things. Ahimsa. Then Satya. Satya is holding on to that which doesn't change. Hold this principle, how simple it is. Holding on to that which doesn't change. So, start from our own body. Our body has been changing right from childhood. In childhood also we could not walk properly, we used to fall down. In old age also we are not able to walk properly, we fall down. So, the body if we hold on to, we are holding on to asatya. Then our likes and dislikes, they have changed through time. Our priorities, they have changed through time. See, everything is constantly changing. The friend circle that we used to have earlier, that has changed. So Satya is that which has never changed, hold on to that. So the world we will live, body we will live, then experiences we will live, good and bad, they have come and gone. Take any experience of your past which made you really miserable. Now remember that experience and see, are you really that miserable now? No. Impact of that event doesn't make any difference. In this manner, slowly when you keep on going deeper in your understanding, you'll come to know the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi, all of them come and go, they are not permanent. So Satyam, hold on to this, which never began, which never modified, which never terminated, which is ever the same. Words change. Asatya. Drop them. Then we come to silence. Silence gets disturbed by the sounds. Drop the silence. Thereafter, we have dropped both the sound and the silence, and we have reached a point which supported the sounds and silence equally, not opposed to anything, but not influenced by anything. ahimsa, satya. The third discipline is asteya. Asteya is not stealing anything from others. What do we steal? Gross things we all know. We steal somebody's peace of mind. We steal somebody's time. We steal somebody's ideas and then claim, oh, this is mine. Therefore, in all the scriptures, like Narad Bhakti Sutra, Narad says, Vyakhyāsyāmaha. Now we shall explain the devotion. You are alone, how can you say we? No, we mean all the Guru Parampara. It is not what I tell. See? Therefore, no teacher ever says that I have said like this. So, asteya, then aparigraha, next, accumulation of things all around. And the things also keep on changing. Childhood we accumulated toys, teenage we accumulated friends and enemies, middle age we accumulated wife and children and in-laws and outlaws. In old age we accumulated satsangi. Keep on accumulating. There was a great master in Vrindavan, and once somebody suggested him that Maharaji, your devotees are throughout the whole world. Like they have got a Rotary Club directory. In every town there is a Rotary Club. So they have got a Rotary Club directory. And you can go and see it on the internet. And suppose you go to Jaipur. So what you will do as a Rotarian, you will dial one of the Rotary Club person and go and stay with him for 3-4 days, attend the meeting, and your hotel bill is zero because you are staying with them. So that great master said, no way, don't make any directory. You will make a mandali, you will make an organization, and you will forget Paramatma. No need. Spiritual path is not a crowd. It is by the one, to the one, all alone, without feeling lonely. Anywhere there are crowds, it is not spirituality. Go anywhere. Huge crowds. Thousands and thousands of people are, gathering together. Do you think they are gathering for Paramatma? Forget about my desire to be fulfilled, my daughter's marriage, my son's marriage, and these friends, and all samsar, nothing else. Therefore, aparigraha, not accumulating things and creating relations and mandali. And the last one is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is strict celibacy and not talking anything else except the truth. This has to be practiced. To summarize all this in one line, it will mean, how do we deal ourselves with the world? And we should deal ourselves with the world in such a manner that the world doesn't enter us. We have to live in this world. How the world enters? Through possessions, ownership, creating friends and enemies, desiring this or that, obsessions, This is how the world enters us. So Yama sadhana is lead our life in such a manner that we do not allow the world to enter us. Then the body of the yoga will become stronger. Like if 3 limbs are cut, the body will be weak, can't do anything. In the same manner, every limb of the body of yoga, yama, niyama, etc., must be healthy. Now the second limb is niyam. What is niyam? There also 5 principles are told. Shaucha, santosha, tapaswadhyaya, ishvara pranidhanani niyamaha. Shaucha is 2 things, external cleanliness and inner purity, inner positive attitude towards life. 2 things together is called shaucha. Shaucha doesn't mean only cleanliness. Hospitals are clean, but there is no shaucha there. Because there the services are not done to serve the patient, but to earn the money. Every doctor who works in the various big multi-facility hospitals, they are given a quota. Every month you have to admit 30 patients, whether they require or don't require. This is how they have to earn money. See friends, therefore, shaucha is not only cleanliness, but purity of mind. Be attentive. What is the meaning of mind is pure? Happy mind is pure mind. And happiness is living at 0 complaint level. That is happiness. One has to know what we can do, then only we should not go beyond our limits. And then we suffer. There is one man in US, he was shifting his house. So he told me, Swamiji, I am shifting the house from here to that place, I have to go. I just casually said to him, I said, look here, there are packers and movers in USA. Yes, we have hired one. I said, please do not lift anything yourself. Let those people do, you are paid for that. Okay, Swamiji. But not listening is a Janma Siddha Adhikar. So they will not listen. And then something lifted heavily. And for last 10 years, he is suffering from the back problem. Swamiji, you have cursed me. Since then my back is completely gone. Everything I tried, I just can't, I don't know what I should do. So I didn't speak anything. You are not telling anything? I said, remember one thing, I talk only once, not twice. If you are able to catch in one go, wonderful. If not, super wonderful. Just delete. See friends, therefore, shaucha, pure mind is, if we do not know, listen. If we can't lift, let others do it. No, I will do it myself. No need. This happens only because we want to prove something. Don't try to prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself. This habit of being goody-goody and trying to prove destroys your spiritual pursuit. See? These are very subtle things. And because of that, our mind is disturbed. Very subtle things. And this thing you won't get in books. Because this I have gone through, and from that I am talking. Therefore, keep yourself only holding on to the truth and nothing else. Shaucha. Then santosha, contentment. Contentment is whatever is due to us, that alone we will get and that alone we should expect. No, but they are climbing the tree and I also want to climb, but you don't have legs and hands. We must know to what we are capable of. Like, on one truck it was written back, said, very beautiful, apni aukat pehchano. Find out for what you are capable of. Because somebody is doing meditation for 1 hour, you also sit for 1 hour. No, don't do that. Your aukat is 2 minutes enough. There is no competition. See, one couple in Mahabaleshwar, I was standing on my way back, so they were coming. And casually, for no reason, I asked that lady, I said, Amma, how are you torturing this Bhole Baba? Swamiji, did he come and tell you anything? I said, I have never seen him. I imagined he must be your husband. Otherwise, who can walk along with you? So, he has never come for satsang and he didn't talk to me. Then she started crying, same thing. I mean, he is very selfish. So I kept quiet. Then he gets up early morning, 3 o'clock, and from 3 to 6, 3 hours he sits for meditation. And 6 o'clock he gets ready and goes to work. He is a doctor. And when I wake up at 6 o'clock, then I have to attend all the phones and house things. Is it good? He is going in meditation alone. Are? To that lady, what can you talk? See, friends, it is not a gathering, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. No. See, friends, the jealousy, competition, that mind is not qualified for meditation. Shaucha Santosha. Whatever we have, tried to be at peace with that. This competition is the most dangerous thing on a spiritual path. If you want to compete, I will give you a technique. Compete with yourself. Earlier we were getting angry 100 times per second. Now compete with yourself. Let it reduce. 99 times per second after 1 year. Better. Then competing with others. No competition. It is only for this purpose, competition. I don't allow anybody to come next to me. The only reason. Because we have seen how terrible it becomes afterwards. Inner circle, middle circle, outer circle, and then the things are taken for granted, and spirituality becomes a business. See. Therefore, as I told you, spiritual teacher never addresses the question, he addresses the person. What is good for him or her. So, Shaucha, Santosha, then tapas. Tapas is only 2 things. Number 1, give up dependence on anything or any being. No dependence on anything. Come to discover your freedom. Many times we are so dependent. Then unless the mala is there, I can't do the japa, dependence. See? Unless I take bath, I cannot sit for meditation, dependence. Unless I get this particular type of food, I can't eat, dependence. Discover freedom from any dependence. That is tapasya. And the second thing is discover self-confidence. Be attentive. Self-confidence is different from overestimation of one's abilities. See? Self-confidence means within the limit we are at peace with ourselves. Tapas. Then Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is not only studying the scriptures, but more than that, watch your own mind. Watch the mind. What is the quality of the mind? Frustrated, depressed, dejected, angry, bitter. Watch. And thereafter, that with which your mind doesn't have the rapport, don't try to teach the mind. No, protect yourself from the mind. Run away. See, like example I gave you, if the milk doesn't suit my system, I don't take milk. No, but everybody takes milk, then give them. But why don't you take? I don't take. I don't have to justify. Clear. Protect yourself from your mind. No, but if it is the husband and wife, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, I just can't tolerate him. I said, forget about you, don't go nearby. No, but he is my husband. What should I do? I said, I am feeling pity on him. See, friends, such people are disgusting. They can't accommodate anywhere. Protect your mind, tapas swadhyaya, and Ishvara pranidhan. And for that, keep yourself occupied with your upasana. So get up in the morning, do your puja poti, chant the Lord's name, read Bhagavad Gita or some chanting. And in this manner, keep yourself occupied. Now this yama and niyama, when this is done, your two limbs have become strong and they will take care of the world and yourself. So yama sadhana is, world is not a problem for us. Niyam sadhana is, we are not a problem for us. Such a seeker, for him either the world or his own mind is no more a problem. Such a person now enter the third limb, and that is asana. And asana is not posture. According to Patanjali, asana is sthira sukham. You are steadily happy, happily steady. That is asana. Now if a person is disturbed because of the world, if the person is frustrated because of his or her own mind, he is not practicing asana. Practice of asana is, you are happily disposed all the time. We have dropped the world. We have to drop the mind. Patanjali tells, to attain steady bliss, the spiritual practice is prayatna shaithilya. Prayatna shaithilya means we do not struggle to prove anything to anybody in this world. When the struggle disappears, we merge in the Ananta, the infinite. Be attentive. When we are hard of hearing, we are not normal. As a result, we have to put lot of efforts. And because of these efforts, two things happen. A strong ego is born and tiredness happens quickly. So the real practice of asana is effortlessness, leading to merging back in our own self. This effortlessness is like the mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, and also retains nothing. Living in meditation is like living with the mirror kind mind. We live in alertness, vigilance, non-reactionary mind. So meditation is therefore, we go through all the experiences, but we do not react to any experience. If you observe your body, it has become firm on the base. Vertically it is steady, and the weight of the body has increased. The contour line of the body, the shape, has become almost nil. Now our experience is no more caught up in any shape, and therefore the concept of in and out the old momentum of the mind becoming somebody or the other will throw up thoughts. So instead of fighting with the mind, remain indifferent to every thought. Remain indifferent. We don't have to do anything. The flow of thoughts reduces after some time if we remain indifferent. Do not watch the thoughts, but don't care for their coming and going. If the body has disappeared from your mind, you have achieved a great leap. Do not try to see anything or feel anything. If you are unable, then try to listen to silence. Increase the size of silence listening. Don't allow the mind to sleep. If you feel sleepy, hold the breath inside or outside for some time. It is for this reason we told psychological adjustments before we begin. These adjustments take care of many negativities. When you arrive cheerfully and happily, you will remain inspired. When the Lord and the Guru is in our heart, fear will disappear and Guru will guide within. When we pose to be Mr. Nobody, we had dropped our past and the individuality is weakened. To that extent, body disidentification has begun. When we are told, don't plan anything, what you will do after meditation, we have blocked the future. Thus, we are now in the utter present as nobody. This is Jivan Mukti. One more technique. If you can't stop talking to yourself or the sleep overpowers, then synchronize Hari Om with your breathing. Breathe in with Hari, breathe out with Om. Take deep breath slowly 3-4 times and see how we come back to the body. Now the body is included in the mind. Move your toes and fingers. Now we are back to the conviction that I am inside the body world is outside, and the samsara of duality begins. This is the only way, there is no other way. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.